Now this video is number 3 in a series on grip sizing. If you haven't watched, especially number 1. Number 2 is on middle core. Number 1 is the foundation, and in that one I demonstrate lower core. So here we are, we're in number 3, upper core fitting. As you can see, I just finished the mid core. I did the express, and the mid core I am square. No matter, I think one of the nicer things about the express is we've eliminated the need for upper core stance widths, middle core stance width, lower core stance width for performance. We used to have to do that in baseball and golf. Any stance width you go to after the express for your core region, stance width is no longer an issue. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disrupt my core here. I can take any object, hold it parallel to the ground, roll my shoulders forward, bring it back, and I've just disrupted my core. What does that mean? It means that no longer am I square. My hips rotate. And if I take that step forward, I have rotation. So I'm going to have drag walking. You've heard me say this in other videos. Such an important concept, just in movement, just in squatting. Anything you're doing, if the core has symmetry. In fact, you'll notice, I don't think I showed you in the last video, you can see my right shoulder is down. My left hand is rotated in, and my hips are rotated to the left. So when I finish the express, shoulders level, hips level, that is why if you've seen in a couple of our other videos, why a lot of players, see my trail hip is higher. We see that all the time in players. It's because right now, when I stand neutral, right shoulder's down, but my right hip is also higher. So, all right, let's get on to the upper core grip sizing. I don't think we can talk about the effect on core symmetry in the body, because all of this is related to injury prevention. So I have done lower core. In the lower core, you saw that I cannot get a grip too big. Once I've done the express in a lower core grip size, I can play any grip. Mid core, we had about 100 mils, 85 to 100 mils. So a range where we can fit. So I'm going to go all the way to the bottom here, the smallest part. And you can see when I grip it all the way to the bottom, and I'm on number 9, I'll go to 8, a little narrower. It's going to give me the same result. And you can see how my hips rotate left. So I'm going to slowly bring my hand up. And you want to do this, as I've said in the other videos, 2 or 3 times. You want to just keep testing. Because that feels pretty good. That's still a little open. But you remember, I'm up here in the low core, I'm here in the mid, and all of a sudden here I am in. Okay, now I'm going to mark this with the chalk, as you've seen. That's my middle finger position I'm marking on here. And I'm going to see what range I have. So as you're going to see, that's my chalk line, the middle finger. I'm going to go a little bit bigger. And I'm still good. Now I'm starting to rotate, so I'm going to come back down just a hair. And I square it up again, and after watching the video for lower and middle core, you remember we have a range of about 25 thousandths, 25 mils. And you can see a very similar band here. See the width between these two marks? That's going to be about, I'm guessing, about 25 thousandths. So the top one is 870, 870, and the bottom one is 845. So 25 thousandths of an inch. Upper core stance width. There's my grip in between the two, and that fits. Go to the short end, and I'm going to go through my express 1 through 9. Now that was number 8. I showed you this in the mid-core. I'm not going to do number 9. But when I hold this grip where it is, and that's left hand, middle finger where it's been, you can see how my hips open. I haven't done all 9 stance widths. Now I'm going to do the 9th stance width. Point of this is, if you don't do all 9 stance widths, this is not going to work. Now you can see how I stay square. I've done all 9 stance widths. That's the proof of concept of this grip sizing too, by the way. Very little research has been done in golf. People make observations. They call it their research. You want a proof of concept. We have Wright Balance professionals in 13 countries, and those professionals provide us with a lot of information. I'll send out a research question, and we get great participation from around the world. And this is how we arrive at our proof of concept. So here I am on 9. Grip size fits. Grip size fits. No matter where I go, my stance width. And when I grip this, I feel my weight going to the balls of my feet. So not only that, now from posture, I feel a lot taller. Notice my trail arm. I'm going to go to this is as much external shoulder rotation I have. And now when I bring this hand forward, I'm going to be a side, what E.A. Tishner and Mike Adams would call a side cover. So that side cover position is my upper core. So through impact, that hand's going to be here, I'm going to rise to turn through. But let's take a look now. So that was, remember that range was 25, about 25 thousandths? I'm going to go very small here now. And you'll notice I cannot go too small with this grip. Go all the way down. So if I were to take my lower core grip size, my hips open. However, I go down to the bare shaft, I cannot, as I said, I cannot go too small. That is my grip size. Now here is my, I think this is it, my upper core grip size, yeah. And here I am. So, and when I ground this club, I'm out on the balls of my feet. So my external shoulder rotation, when I have done the express to my upper core grip size, everything else matches. The thing you want to make sure you have is the power spot in that middle finger, both left and right hand, when you're playing to have power, because that's what's going to set this angle at the top. And it's going to be true by each core region. So we have, in the certification section, it shows the ranges. Upper core, for example, in terms of external shoulder rotation, 161 to 168. So that is upper core.